I've had a couple of you ask me about sleep, and we know that sleep is the time when our bodies heal, and that it's very important for us to become fully functional and productive for the following day. But sometimes it's very difficult to get that full night's sleep. So here are some tips that I've learned over the years. Some of them are things that I use myself, and a couple are things that I've learned in courses or just hanging out with some really awesome occupational therapists. The first is to create a peaceful sleep environment. Now, this could mean adjusting the temperature to make sure that your room isn't too hot or cold. Make sure that you have comfortable and clean bedding. And make sure that the noise level is controlled. So for you, that could mean using a white noise machine or possibly listening to some really relaxing music. My personal favorites are the Native American flute and the hang drum. Also, make sure to reduce clutter in your bedroom. So don't leave your work stacked up in your bedroom. Make sure you put that somewhere else. And something that has been very helpful for me is to keep a piece of paper and a pencil beside my bed. So if I think of something that I need to do the next day, I just write it down, and then I'm not worried that I'm going to forget it the next day. And that has been very helpful. Another thing is to create a routine. So make sure that you're, drinking tea, probably not coffee. Some people can drink coffee and go straight to bed. Most of us can't. But make sure you're also avoiding foods and anything else that might affect your sleep. For me, that has been red dye, so I can't have red 40 dye. I try to avoid it altogether, but especially right before bed. And also, as part of your routine, gentle exercises, reading, whatever calms you down. Something else that I have found that really works with me is to listen to audiobooks. So I have my tablet sitting on my nightstand, and I usually just use my earbuds and put in one ear. And then when I feel myself starting to fall asleep, I go ahead and take that earbud out for safety. But also, put a heating pad on sore and achy muscles. That can be very relaxing. Just make sure that you're using it safely. Use a barrier. If it's a heating pad that plugs in, make sure the cord is out of the way if you're afraid you're going to fall asleep on it. But those are a few of the tips that I have found to be useful. Share with me in the comments section. Let me know what you found. Maybe you know of something that I don't, and I'd like to try it. But sleep is so, so important. Let's share our ideas and get healthy together. My name is Sarah Van Dyke, and most of you probably know me as the marketing and public relations person with Lebanon Insurance. But what you might not know is that I am also a licensed physical therapist with 16 plus years of experience in various wellness and healthcare settings. What I would like to do with this series of videos is to share some of the knowledge and tricks and tips that I've learned over the years, not only through my formal training, but also in working to manage my own health as well. Now, nothing that I share will take the place of an in-person physical therapy evaluation or treatment, and I am not a licensed dietitian or a registered dietitian, so if I share anything related to food or diet, it will simply just be things that I've learned over the years that have worked for myself or people that I've worked with. So I hope to help you and give a few tips for those who are working, especially in a more sedentary work setting, and those who need some motivation and just some tips about how to manage your daily health routine. So let's get healthy together.